over to you.
I still prefer my proposal. Anyways, relationships are tricky, and you may be damaging yours without even knowing it. Angela Paul, relationship coach and author of The Beauty of Aging, is here with the top mistakes that women make with their lovers and how to stop making them.
So it's a big one.
Yes, of course. Let's talk about these mistakes that women make. I mean, there's a lot, but we're going to focus on the top 5 right now. So the first one is don't play passive-aggressive games.
Don't play passive-aggressive mind games.
Right.
If you want something, learn to say it. You know, it's like a guy is not a mind reader. Just if you're not happy with something, whether it's you don't want him to wash up the dishes or you want him to do something different in bed,
right,
or you don't like where he's taking you for dinner, and you keep saying, that's okay, I guess. Talk
I'm
it.
fine.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
fine.
Guys really hate that.
Yeah.
Just be candid. Say, this is what I would like. Can we do that?
And I think a lot of women do that with their girlfriends. A lot of times we'll say, even if you're starting to date someone, you'll say, oh, should I text them right now? Or should I do this? Or should I not call him for a few days and hope he'll call me? And I feel like those games is what gets us in so much trouble in relationships.
It's too much mind games. Just say what you need to say and, hear what the results are.
Exactly. Be honest. He'll be honest with you.
Right, hopefully.
Okay, and then don't give up your social life.
So important. We talked about this once before, but I mean, girls tend to disappear once they get into a relationship. You have to cultivate your friendships outside of your relationship. I mean, it's like giving up yourself. Don't give up yourself.
Absolutely.
Keep a strong network of friends. Go out, have a good time, and then when you come back to your relationship, you've got something fresh to bring to it.
Yeah, and then if a relationship does maybe go sour, hopefully not, then you want to have that support system. And you might stay in a relationship that's not really good because you don't have that support system to be there for you.
You need that support system. Women are the best support system for each other, so don't ever lose that.
Absolutely. And then learn to bring up problems in a constructive manner instead of nagging.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Women seem to have a chip in their brains where they do a lot of nagging, and that's what men really hate. The best thing is to try and bring up problems in a constructive manner. Avoid disgust and contempt. You know, when you're talking about it, say you calling a person horrible things, you can't take that back. Keep anger, situational. If you're angry about something, say, I feel angry about this, and talk about it, but don't lash out all these nasty, mean-spirited words that can't be taken back.
Absolutely. One thing I actually learned when I studied relationships in college was to use something that we called a soft startup.
Absolutely.
So if you have an issue with your partner, instead of saying, oh, I'm so angry about this, you could say, like, I love you, and you're great, and this is great, but I really need this. Yes,
or, darling, I really like cooking sometimes, but I really would like it if you would take charge and take me out for dinner tonight or
Absolutely.
tomorrow. There's a way of doing it.
Right. And then, okay, it's better to be single than to be with a guy that doesn't appreciate you. This is like the mistake I feel like every woman has made at some point in her life.
Absolutely, no matter what age you're at. I mean, be alone, be single, then you have more options. But if you're with a guy who doesn't appreciate you for the amazing goddess woman that you are, then you're selling yourself cheap.
Absolutely.
And if a guy doesn't show you that on a daily basis, then you really, really would be better off being on your own.
You want Mr. Right, not Mr. Right now.
Absolutely. Keep your standards high. And don't settle.
That is 100%. Never, never, never settle. Never settle. And don't expect your partner to fulfill all your emotional needs.
There's that movie, Jerry Maguire, and he has this line in it where he says, you complete me. That is such a hallmark, syrupy, sweet, unrealistic viewpoint.
But it sounds so romantic.
It sounds romantic, but I'm sorry, it's not real. Nobody, not even a man or a woman, can complete you. Only you can complete you. And women really need to own this. So don't expect your partner to fill every single need, because you're going to be very let down. You have to do that for yourself by creating that kind of inner strength, and also the network that you keep around you, like your girlfriends.
Yeah.
So very important.
So do you think, so that's one thing sort of to complete yourself is keep your girlfriends alive. Do you think maybe like picking up hobbies?
Absolutely, you have to have hobbies. You have to have things that give you pleasure that don't necessarily include your partner. And you have to learn the ability to be comfortable with your own presence. You don't need to fill in the gaps in your life all the time. Be comfortable with being alone. That's empowering. That's confidence. And that's what men also find attractive. Not being needy, not being desperate. Be a strong woman in your own power. Very powerful.
I completely agree that is extremely attractive, and thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure. It's always great fun to talk to you.
Yeah, of course. And if you want to find out more information about relationships and beauty, you can go to fox5sandiego.com, click on the Scene On tab. Thanks for being here. Back to you, Erica.
All right, thanks so much, Allie. Well, LA